everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Rachel Engelbarts if you are new here, and I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already and hit the thumbs up button too. That just really supports new channels like mine. I have a really fun episode for you today. I feel like I always start by saying that, but I just had a blast with this. This kind of thing is, I don't want to say what I live for because that probably would be like my family and my husband and my kids. That's what I really live for, but this makes me feel so much joy taking a space in my home and transforming it into something that just makes me so happy to look at, and in turn makes me a happier person, I guess. This idea I think originated from my Aunt Betty. Is really good at pointing out things in my home and saying this would look really good, or you know, your porch needs a little something, and she does it lovingly. She doesn't say like, your porch looks ugly. She says it like in a constructive way, and she has a really good way of making me look at that same space differently, and I have no choice but to transform it into what she saw for it, or like a spin of what she saw for it and what I think would look good too. So for example, I was having a lot of trouble with the giant wall in our living room. So if you watch our vlogging channel, you would have seen that recently we did shiplap along the whole wall. That was Buck's idea. Her name's Betty, but I call her Buck. Since I was little, I couldn't say Betty. Another example would be when we were adding on Eloise's nursery, she looked at the one wall and said, you really could use some built-ins around this window. So like $6,000 later, we have built-ins along the wall. She also said on the porch side of Eloise's nursery that that wall would look so good with rock. So that's why we have rock there. She's just really good at spending my money. So today is the front porch edition. I had so much fun just designing and decorating that space. It was pretty much nothing before, so I had a blank canvas and I really didn't spend that much money. So that's what this video is all about. I really hope you enjoy it, and here it is. So here is my porch before. Boring as all get out. Actually, a few weeks ago, none of the landscaping was even there. Neither was the pot with the flowers in it. So in the garage, Brad was kind enough to put all of my crafting items. I rotate a lot of my decor in my house, and so I just keep a lot of stuff in this locker here. Just as I rotate from one thing to the next, I just stuff it in this locker, and then in a few years I come back and it's like new again. So here's a good find. I have this cute little lantern that I actually got at an antique shop in Beaufort, South Carolina. These I've had forever. And then I have a sign up here that is adorable. Couldn't reach it, so Brad had to grab it. A few other signs. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to put out there, so I just started pulling stuff out. This sign I used as decor for the twins' first birthday party. It was Harry Potter themed. My niece Brooke is in town for probably 2 weeks total. She's here through the 4th of July. So she's staying with my parents, and I asked if she wanted to come with me. I'm heading up to our local farmer's market, and I want to get maybe a couple of ferns, but they also have a lot of outdoor decor type things. So I'm gonna be looking for things that we can put on our porch just to make it more homey and warm. Right now it's pretty bare, so I'm excited, and Brooke is gonna help me pick some of that stuff out. I have Eloise back here. She's gonna come with us. It's gonna be a little girls' date. And there's Brookie. Hey Brookie.
Hi.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You don't even know what we're getting.
What are we getting?
Front porch stuff.
Oh, fun.
How exciting is that?
It's so fun.
Uh-oh. And there's my luau dress. Mom's trying on clothes in her closet. I love that outfit.
Oh, I'm going through my closet.
Oh my gosh, we're going to a luau tonight, and Mom hung on to my dress that I wore to a luau like a decade ago. Probably more than that. Okay, thanks Mom.
Yep, see ya.
So Brooke, and then I picked up my Aunt Laurie too, that's her. We headed up to the local farmer's market because they have just a lot of cute outdoor decor like I mentioned. I was really looking for a bench and a couple of hanging plants on either side of my porch, so that's kind of what I'm looking for, but they also had some cute signs. A lot of their stuff was really loud and colorful, and that wasn't really the look I was going for. Like, I don't want a giant butterfly bench on my porch. I just want it to be more subdued, a little more classy and chic. I really loved that bench. The hanging plants I wanted to be mostly green. Ferns would have been ideal, but I couldn't find ferns anywhere. And so we're at stop number 2 now. This is just another outdoor landscaping place, and they have some really cute stuff too. Those were all fake plants, which probably wouldn't have been a bad idea with my history of trying to keep things alive. And then I was just looking to fill in with some cute rustic stuff. So I ended up settling on that watering can here, that bench from the first place, and I'm just going to try to start placing things and seeing where they look good. And I probably replace things like 6 or 8 times. I also decided when I got home that I bought these hanging plant things because they were on sale, but I decided I really didn't want all that color. I wanted more of a white or green arrangement, so I ended up giving those to my Aunt Laurie. Day 2, the AC is blasting because it is 93 degrees outside. The search continues for front porch decor. Ideally, I would buy things from like thrift shops or buy them used or secondhand, maybe even refurbish something, but we don't have a lot of options around here for thrift shops. So, and I don't think any of them are open on Sundays. So I'm just gonna do the best I can here. I'm on a sustainability kick where I'm trying desperately to buy everything from an ethical or sustainable source. So if I don't know, I try not to buy it, but for this project, I might have to go outside of that rule for a few items. So we'll see. We'll see what we find. So Target was mostly a win, I guess. I tried to get some stuff in the outdoor section, but they were really clearing that stuff out, and I think getting ready for back to school stuff, which is hilarious because it's barely July. Actually, as this was filmed, I don't think it was even July yet. I literally almost bought a blanket and then realized how many blankets I have at home. And then look how picked over all of the decorative pillows are. I just couldn't believe it. There was almost nothing. There were no mats even. People must be doing all kinds of home improvement projects with the quarantine. This mat led me to my accent color of navy blue and was big enough that I could easily stack one on it. I'm not going with that rug, I just used it as a size reference. I know I already started putting stuff up here, but I decided I needed to move it all back out of the way so I could properly clean the porch before I load it up with decorations. project would not be a project without having to require my husband's help for something. Poor guy gets sucked into pretty much everything I do. Finally, my favorite part, putting everything together. I got this really cute little plant that hopefully I can keep alive. That sign is perfect for covering up our extra doorbell. Since we have the Ring doorbell, we just don't need the normal one anymore. Brad made me these cute little end tables, and I'm only using one of them inside, so the other one was just made for this porch. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I have some really fun videos coming up for you guys, including deep cleaning of different places in my house, along with my 3 most common hairstyles that I wear all the time that are super easy to do. Those will probably be my next 2 videos. So subscribe, and I will see you next time.